Hello, this is a 140 Q&A test. Plaintiff attorney is Mr. Stevens, Stevens. Defense is Mr. Reef, Reef. Again, plaintiff is Mr. Stevens, Stevens. Defense is Mr. Reef, Reef. And this is going to start with defense attorney. Ready? And how long did you live there? Or when did you move to that address? I lived there a year. A year. So would it be fair to say you lived there from about March of 2013 to March of 2014? Correct. Approximately. And before the Yucca Road address, where did you live? Warm Springs. Do you remember your address in Warm Springs? No. Nothing about it? It's off the S4. Okay. And how long did you live in Warm Springs? 4 months. Okay, so approximately since December of 2012 to March of 2013. Would that make sense? What was that? Can you repeat that? About December of 2012 to March of 2013, the 4 months prior to the Yucca Road address? Correct. Where did you live prior to the Warm Springs address? I lived off of Sampson in San Diego. Is Sampson a road? Correct. Sampson Street in San Diego. The numerics I don't remember. Okay, and do you remember the period of time you lived at that San Diego address? I lived there for a year, and I lived there a year, okay? Right before I moved to Warm Springs, I moved there. So I need you to think silently because every word you utter is being typed down by the court reporter, and you're liable to say something while you're thinking out loud that I don't want you to do. Are you understanding? Yes. So I lived there a year, so right before Warm Springs. So would it be accurate to say you lived there from approximately December 2011 to December of 2012? Correct. Okay, and then before the San Diego address, do you remember where you lived? Yeah, I lived off of San Fernandad in San Diego. So still in San Diego, but a different address? Correct. And then you don't remember the address number? No. Okay, do you know how long you lived at that San Fernandad Street, San Diego address? I lived there for 6 years. For 6 years? Correct. So would it be fair to say you lived there from approximately December of 2005 to December of 2011? Yes, approximately. And that brings us back about 10 years. Do you know where you lived before that San Fernandad, San Diego address? I lived in San Diego off of Camden Street and Baseline. And do you know how long you lived there? I lived there for 3 years. So approximately from 2002 to 2005? Uh-huh. Okay, did you own any of those residences? No. They were all rentals? Correct. Okay. May I see your driver's license after you show that to your attorney? And we will take the number off the record. Additionally, if you have your Social Security card, I don't. We can get that number off the record. Okay, back on the record. Let the record reflect that the deponent handed her driver's license first to her attorney, who then handed it to me. The driver's license has a photo which appears to be Ms. Linfield, and it reflects her San Fernandad, San Diego, California address at 2563. Is the date of birth, can you tell me your date of birth? 8/10 of 78. Okay, great, thank you. And let the record reflect that I'm sliding that driver's license back to counsel. And Ms. Linfield, have you ever used any other social security numbers besides the one you gave me off the record? No. Can you tell me why your driver's license reflects an address that you last lived at in 2011? I only changed it through the card. It's in the database, but it's just I never had the money to pay for an actual new ID. Okay, have you ever had your driver's license revoked or suspended? No. Okay, so it's been continuously valid since you got it? Yes. Okay, great. And are you a U.S. citizen, Ms. Linfield? Yes. Okay, are you currently married? No. Okay, do you have any children? No. Have you ever been married? Yes. Can you tell me the name of your spouse, your most recent spouse? Mark Cypress. And when were you married to Mr. Cypress? I don't know. Do you know when you were divorced or 2008? Are you able to estimate the year of marriage? I don't remember. How many years were you married for? I was married for 8 years. Well, do the math, counsel. Okay, so if you were married 8 years and you were divorced in 2008, would it be a good estimate to say you were probably married in 2000? Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, and was that the only marriage that you've had? Yes. Okay, so we do have a word list. We've got Warm Springs, capital W-A-R-M, second word Springs, capital S-P-R-I-N-G-S. Yucca Road, capital Y-U-C-C-A, capital R on Road. Ms. Linfield, M-S period, Linfield, capital L-I-N-F-I-E-L-D. They refer to one of the roads as S4, so you're going to capitalize S. There's no period there and no spaces. So you're going to capitalize S and then the number 4. Okay, Sampson Street, capital S-A-M-P-S-O-N, capital S on street. San Fernandad, capital S-A-N space, Fernandad, capital F-E-R-N-A-D-A-D. Camden Street, capital C-A-M-D-E-N, capital S on street. And Baseline, capital B-A-S-E-L-I-N-E, and that is one word. And that concludes the 140 Q&A test. Good luck.